Alright, let's get started on this deck profile. 60 card zombies. I like to call it the Danger Zombie Lockdown. This is the extra deck for the Danger Zombie Lockdown. After I show you the extra deck, we're going to go through some plays and see what we can pull out. So beginning first with the fusion side of the extra deck. Dragon Necro, Nether Soul Dragon. Next, Eldritch, the Mad Golden Lord. Fusion monster. Into the Xyz engine. Number 38, Hope Harbinger Dragon, Titanic Galaxy. And the Zombie Vampire. Into the Synchro engine. Immortal Dragon. Red Eyes Zombie Necro Dragon. Psy-Frame Lord Omega. Red Eyes Zombie Dragon Lord. Baron DeFleur. Then to finish it off, we've got the Link engine with IP Masquerena, Avendred Savior, Vampire Sucker, Shiranu Skill Saga Supremacy, Yuki Onna the Absolute Zero Mayakashi, and Underworld Goddess of the Closed World. That finishes the extra deck. So now, we get a nice shuffle in. It's hard to shuffle at this angle. I think that's enough. Do a random cut. And we will draw 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got Foolish Burial, Necrold Banshee, Danger Bigfoot, Rivalry, and Ghost Bell. And with this hand, I would set Rivalry, set Foolish Burial, and then activate Bigfoot and go for a random dice roll. Your opponent would choose 1 card from your hand to randomly discard to the graveyard. So, choose 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6. And then we'll have the opponent roll the dice. 6 will be this. Ghost Bell. So Danger Bigfoot special summons itself. Allows us to draw 1. Got Elixir of Scarlet Sanguine. So, with this, normal summon Banshee. Or actually, I'm going to link off using Bigfoot and Banshee to show you some of the link engine. Got IP Masquerena, link 2. We're going to activate Banshee in the graveyard to activate Zombie World straight from the deck. We've still got this Scarlet Sanguine here. Rivalry. So we're going to set our 2 traps for the following turn. Go ahead and activate Foolish Burial now. Foolish Burial is going to let us send 1 monster from our deck to our graveyard. And we're looking for a specific monster. There's our Glow Up Bloom. We'll send Glow Up Bloom and chain its effect to special summon Doom King directly from the deck. Now we're type locked into only being able to summon zombie type monsters for the rest of the turn, which is A-okay. Because we have an interesting little play here that will begin a number of things for us. So, I'm going to link 3 with Masquerena and Doom King to link summon Shiranu Skill Saga Supremacy. Doom King, IP Masquerena, will go to the graveyard. We still have Rivalry, Scarlet Sanguine for the next turn, as well as Shiranu Skill Saga having itself protected from destruction by IP Masquerena, and its own effect protecting all fire monsters from dying by battle. It also would protect any synchro monsters we make from card destruction. So, with this, we would end our turn, and during the standby phase of the opponent's turn, special summon Doom King and stand in Doom defense position. We could go ahead and activate Scarlet Sanguine to summon Eldritch directly from the deck. Give us a little extra defense. Go ahead and get that engine started as quickly as possible. Still opponent's standby phase. Now we let them go to main phase. As soon as they summon a monster of any type, we will flip Rivalry Warlords, and with Zombie World, they will only be able to summon zombie monsters. So they're pretty much going to be locked out of summoning anything from their hand, as the graveyard will also be zombie. So if they can get something in the graveyard, they could summon it. However, we've also got Doom King Baylordruk with 1 negation and 1 banishment every turn. So they're going to be able to summon 1 monster from their hand, and the rest of them aren't going to be zombie monsters unless you're playing Mirror. So they're stuck with whatever they summon being either negated or banished, and then any graveyard thing they get going being stopped with either a negation or a banish, which is really solid. So they're locked down pretty well right here. If they had Cosmic Cyclone, they could out-rivalry, and they'd still be at least somewhat stopped by Doom King. And then he has his own protection, Skill Saga Supremacy. We're going to say they don't open with the Cosmic Cyclone, and they're locked. So we draw 1 into Black Awakening. And in this case, we could go ahead and activate Scarlet Sanguine, banish itself from the graveyard, and set 1 card, 7 cities of the Golden Land, and then immediately activate it. And we still have the Black Awakening in our hand. So with that, we're going to use 7 Cities effect, using both of these guys to make, you know who, Eldritch, the Mad Golden Lord, in the far left corner. So we still got Black Awakening. Got Eldritch and Doom King in the graveyard. Right now, I would suggest going ahead and using the Black Awakening. It's going to allow us to try and open up our Synchro engine a little bit by summoning Unizombie. Unizombie's effect is going to let us send one zombie from the deck to the graveyard. Hope it's level up to 4. We're going to do a new combo for the deck. It was just added with some of the new support. We're going to send Ghost Sleeper, the Underworld Princess. And Ghost Sleeper's effect. If this got sent to the graveyard, you can add one Ghost Fusion from your deck to your hand. So we're going to go ahead and do that. We're going to add Ghost Fusion directly to our hand. Well, unfortunately, we won't be able to use its second effect because we are type locked into zombies. Dragon Necro is a dragon. Should be a zombie. So this could be one play if you're not under Rivalry and you use something like Cursed Eldland, or say you're under Skill Drain and you use that 1,000 life points. You have less life points than your opponent. You could use this Ghost Fusion, send the Unizombie on the field, and one zombie from the deck to the graveyard. Well, no, it would be banished, the one that you send, but you would want to send Guard Ghost, so that when Guard Ghost, while it's banished at the end phase, it'll add it back to your hand. Since we can't do that right now, instead of sending Ghost Sleeper to get Ghost Fusion and start that Guard Ghost combo, we will instead we're going to go ahead and send Mad Mauler. Mad Mauler's an interesting card in that I think it's much more powerful than Plague Spreader Zombie for what it is, and does exactly what it needs to do. So Mad Mauler is going to activate its effect, special summon itself from the graveyard, knock his level down to 8, from 10 to 8. These two together are going to Synchro Summon. Going to Synchro Summon. We could go into Red Eye Zombie Dragon Lord. If we weren't under Rivalry, we could also summon Baron de Fleur, but we're type locked as well by Black Awakening's effect earlier this turn. So, on a return of following turn, when you're not type locked, use Barone, get you a negation, a pop, all that good stuff. But right now, since we're type locked by zombies, I'm going to go with Red Eye Zombie Dragon Lord, which states, during your opponent's turn, you can target one zombie in your graveyard, except Red Eye Zombie Dragon Lord and special summon it. So it's not our opponent's turn yet, but soon enough it will be. And what we're going to summon back with it is probably going to be the Mad Golden Lord, because Doom King is going to come back during the standby phase. We've done everything we need to do for this turn. We could in fact actually make Yukiona the Absolute Zero Mayakashi by using Uni Zombie and the Link 3 Shirinu Skill Saga Supremacy to make Yukiona. Now, say the opponent had made something, we could have used Underworld Goddess to tribute it off and make her instead. Well, if we weren't still type locked by Rivalry and Black Awakening, in that sense. But because we are in the Rivalry Warlords lock, we've got plenty of stuff in the zombie side of the engine to make do. Level 10 Red Eye Zombie Necro Dragon. Link 4 Yukiona, the Absolute Zero Mayakashi. He's going to summon Mad Golden Lord, which is going to make more trouble for the opponent. Yukiona's got 2 negations and turning the opponent's monster to 0 attack per turn, plus Doom King having a negation and a banishment. That's 5 interruptions right there, plus Rivalry as the 6th being a complete lock. Zombie World by itself not letting them tribute summon anything that isn't zombie. That's 7. And then on the next turn, we could still bring out Eldritch this turn too if we wanted to even put another beater on the board, and they wouldn't have enough to stop us from hitting them with enough to kill them for game. But on the next turn, we got Mad Mauler, Black Awakening, and Eldritch that are all going to be going off in the graveyard. It's after the Doom King would have came back, and they would be... I mean, we can play it out where, of course, they still don't summon they don't get Cosmic Cyclone, or they don't summon nothing, so they're not really doing nothing right now. It's going to come back to us. They draw into Super Poly. So, because we can't use Super Poly right now, go ahead and use Black Awakening's effect. I'm going to set Aquaro way over there. Now at this point, there's a lot of ways we could take it. We could have Eldritch remove the Rivalry of Warlords lock, so we could make Barone with Mad Mauler and Doom King, or however you want to do it. Then Eldritch, on the flip side, could send Aquaro to get Black Awakening or Scarlet Sanguine coming back on the next turn to make the zombies pop off even more. There's plenty enough damage and control on the board. Opponent's not doing much. Got the Super Poly, that's the other situation. We could set the Super Poly since it's not useful at the moment for us. Set it, wait out a turn if we needed to, still playing type lock. Or we could send it right off the bat with Eldritch to get into the field and still have Aquaro. If they've got any graveyard plays going on, we could try and set up to stop that if we needed to. It just depends on what we think the opponent might be going off with, because say they finally got the Cosmic Cyclone, blew up Rivalry Warlords, then we could make Vampire Sucker with these two, wait for Doom King to come back, draw one, Super Poly would be live on their turn. I think that's a pretty good view of what the zombies are able to do in just a couple of turns. you got to see 5 of the extra deck cards. We made IP Masquerena, Shiranu Skill Saga Supremacy, Eldritch Mad Golden Lord, Yukiona, and Red Eye Zombie Dragon Lord. Now, let's shuffle up the deck and draw a go second hand and see what we can do. One, two, three, 4, 5. So we wouldn't have anything to really stop the opponent from doing much during their turn. And we come to our turn. And it's interesting because we drew 7 cities. Dragon Necro would let us send any 2 that we want to send. So, in this case, let's say the opponent hard bricked and they don't have 24 negations set up to just stop everything you do, or 26 interruptions, whatever you want. So, let's start by activating 7 cities, setting skill drain. I would normal summon Glow Up Bloom. We use Fusion's effect to send Mad Mauler and Ghost Sleeper to the graveyard to summon Dragon Necro. Seven cities would allow us to stop him from being able to activate at least 1 set card for the rest of the turn. He's got skill drain for whenever we pass over to his turn, in case he's got anything going on. Still got Conquistador here. In this case, because Ghost Sleeper was sent to a graveyard, we can add Ghost Fusion from our deck to our hand. Well, we didn't start off with the best hand, that's for sure. Very mediocre. We can't go too far. We don't really have enough fusion, because Ghost Fusion is really supposed to be used on getting Eldritch out, or Dragon Necro in the case that we don't have 7 cities. We could, in fact, make Eldritch the Golden Lord with this hand by linking these two off for IP Masquerena, having Glow Up Bloom, add Eldritch and Conquistador sent to the graveyard to send something they control, and Ghost Fusion to get Eldritch back to the field to use it, and probably something, maybe Algol in Terra to make Eldritch the Mad Golden Lord, if we wanted to go that far in this route. And Conquistador be in the graveyard, we could get Mad Baller to come back. We'd still have Skill Drain and a 3800 beat stick on the field with Scarlet Sanguine set, probably bringing out Doom King until we get the Zombie World field spell started. So the next draw would be Hakuaro going deeper into the Eldritch engine with Skill Drain active. That'd be pretty solid. Not a board breaking hand, but if they bricked, we definitely have just what we needed to start up. Even with the bad hand, we're able to make some plays, get a big beater out there with Skill Drain, Eldritch, get all that started. So we made in this case we made Dragon Necro to try and beat down whatever they might have had, save ourselves. There's a pretty solid chance we probably would have lost with that hand, just because the opponent's deck, if they had enough negations, yeah, we wouldn't have been doing too much. That's just realistic. That's okay, because that going first hand was fire. We would have destroyed him for sure. So we'll give him game 2. Right, this time we will get to choose. We'll go first or second. Now, if I wanted to go second, if I didn't think the going first was going to lock them down, depending on what they're playing, there's plenty of side deck options. We could side out a whole... There's a good part of this Zombies engine that we could completely side out, like cards like Algol and Guard Ghost. Those are almost like win more cards, but they're just recyclers. That's what it is. They just help the deck recycle. But in the case that we wanted to go second and just blow them clean out, going second with control and stuff like triple evenly matched, triple Cosmic Cyclone, the other 2 triple Tactics Talent, Forbidden Droplet, other 2 Drolls, other 2 Ghost Spells, other 2 Ash Blossoms. So the main deck doesn't have a whole lot of hand traps just because it's that zombie recycler engine. And the deck kind of just wants to go first. But I do want to test another go second hand, because it can very well go second and do quite nicely. Even if it doesn't open on a hand trap, there's some crazy go second hands. Let's try again. Summon Limit. See, we're seeing the lockdown going second. It's not always the best, because at this point you've already lost your chance to lock down. Oh, there's 2. Oh, but we got Gozuki, Bloom, Ghost Spell as a 6 card. I mean, we could make this work. Getting Gozuki to make Banshee. Maybe they don't negate it. Maybe they don't bounce it, or whatever their deck is planning to do. So then at that point, depending on what they're doing, we wouldn't even really need... We could set these 2 completely and totally, just depending on what they're playing. But if they're not going to be type locked or summon locked, whatever they're doing, say they're on Runic or something, whatever they're doing, card destruction. We already established Gozuki would have dropped Banshee to make Zombie World. So we'll go ahead and do that. Then we're going to use card destruction. Drop all 4 cards in our hand, and whatever the opponent's holding as well. Could help them, could hinder them, could do nothing. Who knows? What we know is that we're about to get 4 cards, and we're going to pop off the Glow Up Bloom. We're working on breaking their board. Card Destruction. Drop 4. Draw 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wow. So, like almost the whole Danger Engine just popped up out of nowhere right there. That's kind of wild. Card Destruction will go to the graveyard. We'll have a chance to resolve Bloom, so we'll go ahead and use that chance to resolve Bloom. Right here, we'll be getting out Doom King, and we'd be trying to negate or banish, do something to one of their cards. If they activate anything at all after this, then they're going to be messing with Doom King. We necessarily don't really have any zombie effects we can activate right now anyway, so we can't get Doom King to go off yet. But there are 2 different plays we could make. In the case that we wanted to go battle phase and drop more, we can make another card in the extra deck, Avendred Savior. With Avendred Savior, instead of going Vampire Sucker, the other route would be make Vampire Sucker and get the draw 1 when Doom King comes back, and just try and control them on their turn as much as you can. We've got a great hand for the returning turn, so we draw into Draw Unlock, and that'd be fine for what it is, you know. It would have been great to see in the beginning. It's here now. This would be the hand that you'd be going kind of wild with on the returning turn. So like turn 4, yeah, something like that. Turn 4, you'd have a pretty solid hand to be going wild with the zombies. Let's just look at top couple of cards. Draw into Eradicator, that would have been crazy. So the top card was Eradicator. So if any of these cards summon themselves off of their effect, you'd be getting to that Eradicator, set up Eradicator with Doom King. Doom King just makes it free, where you can knock out all spells or all traps your opponent controls in their hand, on their field, in their next 3 draws. It'd be devastating. In this case, we wanted to go Avendred Savior and go into battle phase to attack them using Avendred Savior's effect. Be to send a zombie from the deck to the graveyard. Into the handful of dangers. Maybe we be might be low on life points. I don't know. What do we want to send? Because I'm thinking a couple of different things here. But we could send Mizuki so that it does what it does in battle. This is still turn 2, because we haven't. Yeah. In that other scenario, we had acted as if we had went to the next turn and waited. So Draw Unlock would be back in the deck. We'd still be in battle phase of turn 2, where he had just attacked over something using Mizuki. Then main phase 2, activate Mizuki's effect. Bring Gozuki back. I wish it wasn't hold once per turn. Yeah. So, in this case, I would probably want to make Vampire Sucker. Because my hand's getting pretty wild. We're going to want to draw. And Gozuki's effect want me to go off because we don't have a zombie to resolve for it. So what that would essentially do is break up their board a little bit and start setting us up for the next turn. Because now, Doom King Baylordark's going to come back during their standby phase. So this will be going into turn 3. We draw one. Another danger. Wow. So now we've got a 5-card hand on their turn, turn 3. And we've done beat up their board a little bit, made Zombie World, have Doom King, blew something up on their board. So, I'm not sure what exactly they would have, but let's say they're breaking pretty bad. They go back to our turn, and we draw our 6th card, being, again, Gozuki. Isn't that wild? Alright. I think in this case, I'll just go ahead and summon Gozuki. And then Danger Bigfoot. Now this is pretty dangerous. Get it? Because there's 2 Bigfoots in our hand, and if either one of them gets hit, we're only going to get its pop effect. So we're going to go 1 through 5. 6 is a reroll. 4. This will be this card right here. Zombie World. That's okay because we didn't need that right now. It's perfect. We get Bigfoot, and we get to draw one. Do another Zombie World. How about that? Well, let's go for another one. Bigfoot. It's okay. Sometimes we don't get the best draws. You do what you can. 1 through 4. 5 and 6 reroll. 2. Mothman. Nice. This will be interesting. Now Bigfoot comes to the field. We draw one, and Mothman allows us to again draw one and discard one. So I would just discard Banshee and hope that Nessie doesn't. Well, if it does hit Zombie World, this is our last chance. We'd have to kill him on this turn, but we could do that. So let's go ahead and activate Nessie. This is turn 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2. Nessie. So Nessie hit itself. It's going to go to the graveyard. Going to allow us to activate it. And we're going to activate it to add Jackalope to our hand. Come on, Jackalope. You're our last hope. We got both Bigfoots out. We used Mothman. Now we've used Nessie. And we extended into 2 copies of Zombie World. If that had been anything else, any of the other zombie engines, we'd be doing real nice right now. Just completely popping off. We did get Vampire Freyland, but depends on what Jackalope does. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 5, 6. Freyland. So we get to keep our copy of Zombie World in hand in case anything goes off. That's Jackalope. Jackalope will allow us to draw one. Ooh, drawing the Dark Ghost. Okay. Okay, can make this work. Gozuki's effect is going to allow us to send one from deck to graveyard. So we need a tuner, and we haven't got to Uni. So Gozuki is going to send the second best tuner around, Mad Mauler. And we're going to go into a new extra deck card. Let's summon the Zombie Vampire. Using both copies of Bigfoot, I'll send one of them to send the top 4 cards of each player's deck to the graveyard. There's only 1. Ooh, second copy of Doom King. 2, Eldritch. 3, Nessie. 4, Black Awakening. Wow, that's a great hit. Zombie Vampire is going to allow us to summon one of these. So we're going to summon the other copy of Doom King. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now we're looking good. Because we summoned that from the graveyard, Vampire Suck is going to allow us to draw one. We draw into Cursed Eldland. We'll activate Cursed Eldland's effect, pay 800, and add 7 cities to our hand. And look at this, turn 4, and we've knocked through like a solid bit of the deck. The deck feels pretty thin because half of it's on the graveyard. I'm just taking a look around real quick before I make any rash decisions. Let's go ahead and make IP Mask. There you go. 1 copy Doom King. 1 copy Gozuki. No, can't do that. There's no place to put it. So let's do Gozuki and Jack. Then we can put our IV Masquerade in here. Gozuki's effect can go off. And we'll go ahead and just banish Jack. So that we can special summon Guard Ghost from our hand. Guard Ghost effect, not from the graveyard. So many things we could go into here. already got our draw off a Vampire Sucker. So I'm thinking, whatever it's turn 4, the opponent must have something. We can make Underworld Goddess with Link 2 IP Mask, Link 2 Vampire Sucker, and one of the opponent's monsters to have a card that can't be destroyed by card effects. And if, when it's Link summoned, you can negate the effects of all face-up monsters your opponent controls, so if he's got anything else, they're negated. This Link summon card is unaffected by your opponent's activated effects unless they target this card. And even if they do target this card, it's still protected from destruction. And once per turn, when your opponent activates a card or effect that special summons a monster from the graveyard, you can negate the activation. So, pretty good control going on already. That opens up another spot on the field. And we're going to keep digging into the extra deck. This time, I'm going to activate Mad Mauler, dropping this Doom King down to level 6. So put him like that. Then we're going to make rank 6 with Guard Ghost and Mad Mauler. Or not rank 6, but level 6. Make a level 6 with them two. I'm going to make a Mortal Dragon. Put a Mortal Dragon over here. Mortal Dragon's effect is going to allow us to send another zombie from the deck to the graveyard. I'm thinking maybe Al Ghul. There's another copy of Eldritch if we need to go that route. Go ahead and send Ghost Sleeper, I think. Ghost Sleeper so that we can add Ghost Fusion to our hand. Pretty sure we can still activate this Black Awakening too. Yeah, we can activate the Black Awakening. I should activate the Black Awakening so I get that out of the way. Still haven't sent a zombie to the graveyard. We'll set a Quadro. Didn't know what I wanted to send. Oh no, no. Let's set Sleeper here. So we can do the Ghost Fusion. Now the only problem with this is we keep Guard Ghost in the deck for the Ghost Fusion so that it can be added back to hand. The Al Ghul has to be banished a different way. But we drew Guard Ghost. So we're doing it this way. We're at 2 level 6. Level 8. Zombie Vampire Ghost Fusion. Which I've already used its effect. Still use Eldritch effect. Eldritch effect sent to Quaro. Special summon itself. Immortal Dragon had sent Ghost Sleeper, which is level 3. So actually, yeah, he's level 3 as well. So I don't really want to send any of my other zombies. I want to banish any of my other zombies. I could. But yeah, like I said, guard ghost. So Al Ghul doesn't work with ghost fusion. Because it has to be banished from the hand to graveyard, not the deck. Guard ghost doesn't care. I don't want to send anything else. So actually what we're going to do, activate ghost fusion. Using these two. Actually, I guess I could have used 7 cities. Yeah, we'll use 7 cities first. Make Eldritch the Mad Golden Lord. Then we can activate Ghost Fusion. Let's see. Send a Mortal Dragon. And banish. Banish the last copy of Gozuki's. We don't need him that much more. That gives us access to Dragon Necro and Eldritch the Golden Lord. There's only, what, 4 cards we haven't summoned. So I was trying to make it work where I could get Hope Harbinger out here too. But that did not happen. However, now we could do that. Because I used Ghost Fusion, go ahead and finally make our rank 8, or level 8 Dragon Necro. So, yeah, we're going to go ahead and rank 8 these two. Because I've got the one other Doom King in the graveyard, so he'll come back. I'm going to go ahead and make Hope Harbinger. So we'll have Battle Protection, a Spell Negation, got Graveyard Protection, Graveyard Negation, Battle Protection, Card Destruction Protection, Steal. Zombie Vampire is going to combo off if they make it through the next turn. We've also got Eldritch that's going to be returning. Mortal Dragon returning if anything gets destroyed by battle somehow. Doom King coming to the field. Aquaro going off during the end phase to activate Scarlet. Set Scarlet. Scarlet bringing anything we want from the deck to the field. Probably another Eldritch for defense, or maybe Al Ghul. Next turn, of course, Mad Mauler would be returning, giving us more plays. Banshee is still in the graveyard in case we needed to activate that Zombie World from hand during the opponent's turn. And that's all in the case that we just said, we don't need to lock them down, we'll just do combos. See, in the beginning, if they did have a good hand and they were trying to go off, we could have just went the slower route, set these two, and still eventually end up here. Just a different way. I wanted to show the other side of the combo zombies. So in this case, I don't think they're going to be doing too much more, and we only missed 3 summons, 2 of which not being zombies, because we got type locked early. Omega, you can make him really easy. Baron de Fleur, pretty couple of easy ways to make him. And then Red Eye Zombie Necro Dragon is just really dependent on what happens, what your opponent does. Yeah, I feel like it's a pretty good video. Peace.